While the US is buzzing about productive talks in Abu Dhabi, I'm looking at the major German editorial that is absolutely pouring cold water on the hype. They aren't just skeptical, they're calling the talks condemned to fail. The German view is that Putin has no reason to stop. He sees the US looking for the exit door to deal with China, and he's using the record breaking cold. We're talking about minus the 30 degrees in Kiev to systematically destroy Ukraine's heat grid. To the Germans, this isn't a negotiation yet. It's still a war of annihilation, and they're worried that the West is just using Ukraine as a human shield to buy time for our own defense. And another newspaper is commenting on the talks in Abu Dhabi. While we are seeing that Kushner and Witkoff are trying to negotiate a deal, the Augsburger Allgemeine is calling it a doomed exercise. Why? Because while the diplomats talk, Russia is hitting Ukraine's power grid in minus 20 degrees weather. The vibe here is Germany is that Putin um, isn't negotiating in good faith. He's just waiting for the US to pivot to China so he can finish the job. There's a real sense of bitterness that the Trump ceasefire lasted about as long as a cup of coffee before the missiles started flying again.
On another topic, another newspaper writes, Elon Musk just pulled off a move that sounds like it's straight out of a James Bond movie. He merged SpaceX and XAI into a $1.25 trillion behemoth with one goal: putting AI servers in space. The German paper is looking at this and basically asking if he's lost. They point out that while the solar power is free in orbit, the repair bill is astronomical. If a chip breaks, you can't just send a technician up in a van. The vibe in Germany right now is cool idea, Ellen, but we'll believe it when we see the ROI. They're calling it a niche solution for the next 10 years at best.